Ahoy, Morejala from Texas. Howzit, Texas. Yes, it is morning time here. It is about 6:46 in the a.m. The sun is starting to come up here, and we have just finished round two of the Rugby Championship, where the Springboks have arisen victorious 30-12 over the Wallabies at a very, 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 very wet game. This one, we'll go through the news and notes, kind of talk about a few things, and look forward to 2 weeks from now. Second minute of the game, a penalty on the Boks. Lolesio does elect to kick. They take a 3-0 lead very early into this one. Oh, man. 8th minute, you can tell the front row of Jan Hendrik Vessels, Johan Krobler, and Thomas Dutoy was not our A squad as far as scrummaging. They struggled, but the wet conditions you can understand. A couple of minutes later, Colby gets a break outright. He offloads to Sasha, but Sasha knocks it on. It was like he almost didn't really have his, like, he was kind of looking forward instead of looking. These are rookie mistakes that happen when young guys happen. But same thing happened like a minute later. Maxoliman Pepe out with like a clean break, but he loses the ball just short of the try line. The wet conditions definitely told the story for a lot of this game. 14th minute, not rolling away on the Springboks or rolling away on the Wallabies. Sasha elects to kick, and it is 3-3 at the 14th minute. 16th minute, after a Wallabies turnover, carries it, offloads it to Mapipi, who chip kicks it, and Fossey chases it down going across. Unfortunately, Sasha does miss the conversion, so it is 8-3 at the 16th minute. 2 minutes later, Salman Murat, some injury, he's out. Sabeth comes in. I don't know the nature of the injury. We did see him on the sidelines. He seemed to be okay, maybe just a head knock or something. A minute later, box penalty for holding on. Lolesio kicks. He is good, and it is 8-6 at this point at the 19th minute. So I go through my notes here. Sorry, guys. 24th minute, a Wallabies penalty for collapsing. Sasha elects to kick, but he does, and he does nail it. And it is 12-6 at this, or 11-6 at this point. 12-6. Excuse me. Give me a second, guys. It is 11-6. I apologize. It's still early in the morning here. 35th minute, an obstruction penalty on Vandenberg. Lolesio does elect to kick. It's from 46 meters out, and he's good on the day. 11-9 is the score at that point. 39th minute, offside on penalty on the Springboks. Lolesio once again elects to kick, but he is off to the right. 3 of 4 kicking on the day, and we go into the sheds with a score of 11-9. Lots of handling errors. Like I said, this last week, the Wallabies really shot themselves in the foot with penalties. We turned around and did that this week. That was kind of a flipping of the script a bit. 41st minute, Wallabies get a penalty for coming in at the side of a ruck. 5-meter line out leads to a Marco Van Staden score at the 41st minute. And it is 18-9 at this point after the conversion by Sasha Feinberg. 45th minute, playing the halfback on the Springbok. They got a couple of those penalties today. Lolesio does elect to kick. Once again, he is 4 of 5, and it is 18-12 at this point. 53rd minute, a Bok penalty on the try line after multiple phases leads to nothing. 54th minute, it is raining. Like, it's no longer a heavy, it's pouring rain. Like, the camera, it was hard to see everything. That's how bad it was raining at the 54th minute. 62nd minute, an interference in the air penalty on the Wallabies. It leads to a 5-meter lineout. And, of course, from the lineout with Malcolm Marks, he is the magician. He does go across, but Pollard does fail to convert. It's kind of a low kick is what it seemed. But we get a lot of back and forth for the next 10 minutes, penalty here, penalty there. And then I eventually noticed that Sasha, Pollard, and Manny are all out there, but so is Fossey, so is So it looks like maybe Creel came out of the game, and you had Sasha at 10, Andre at like 12, 13. I'll have to go back and watch to see who actually came out for who, but they all three were in, and all three of them had a chance to kick the ball. Not all for points, but you had Manny kick to touch it at one point. Great kick to touch that he did. Right around that same time, a yellow is issued on Uru for collapsing. Like, it's repeated infringements. They get told, hey, look, you got to stop doing this. He does get it. And we get the 5 meter line out. And of course, once again, Malcolm Marks, the magician, from the line out, and Pollard does convert, and we get the final score of 30-12. So we don't hit the 20 that I had picked. But neither was my other game on the day. Yes, we all saw the All Blacks did handle up the Pumas and are already completely forgetting about the fact that they lost a week earlier to them. So in 2 weeks, after 2 rounds, there's only one undefeated team in this tournament, and it ain't the All Blacks. It's the Springboks. 2 convincing victories over the Wallabies. Now, I will say, honestly, this is the worst team in this tournament is the Wallabies, by far. Karabetti, bringing him back, that was pointless. That guy's old. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but he's not what he was. Looking like an interview right now. We got Sonny Bill, Michael Hooper, and Sasha on the field. I'm going to go ahead and give my man of the match to Malcolm Marks, just for the 2 tries and just coming in and kind of cleaning things up and shoring things up. Yeah, Mornay Vandenberg is 3. It's give me Grant Williams, give me Cobus Renek, and then Mornay after that, or Foff after that, and then Mornay. He's just not very quick out of the back. And you could kind of see, like, as opposed to the first weekend where we were trying a lot of different schemes and different trick plays, we were just kind of back down to basics with that starting 15, especially the guys in the front row. Ruan Norke, he did just fine in my opinion. I thought he did great for a second cap. But yeah, you could just kind of tell it wasn't the A squad, if you will. I did know that once the guys came off the bench, the tide would turn, and it absolutely did. As soon as we started bringing guys in off the bench, you could tell just the difference immediately. So, like I said, 2 weeks. We have the Springboks at Ellis Park. Of course, I will be going live. I was kind of banned from live on TikTok for a week. That's why I didn't go live on TikTok. I went live on YouTube. So thanks you to anybody who came out and hung out with me while we watched the game. But I'm going to try and get some more sleep. Thank you guys once again for your continued support of this channel. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll talk again very soon. Cheers, guys.